Hello and welcome to another mod spotlight. Today I'm looking at keep some items, which allows you to keep items on death, but it doesn't work like keep inventory in that you can only keep some of your items. If we have a look at my inventory here, you can see I have a full set of armor and some various tools and weapons like I would have if I was going on a mining trip or such. And if I do the /kill command, you will see that I will die like normal, but when I respawn I'll have some of my items here. Now if I head back over here, the other items will be on the ground just like normal. So when you die, it does pick 5 items. The first item will always be a weapon, sword or bow. The next one will always be a piece of armor. And the third one will always be a tool. It will also pick 2 other items at random from the remaining items, and the rest just fall on the ground. Now I had the falling meteor items here just to show that it does work for mod items as well. A few other things I should note, it may not work for all mod items because of how they register the item, so you might have a sword or a weapon from another mod and it may not appear in the weapon slot because it doesn't see it as a weapon, but it should work for most mods just straight away. Another thing I should note is that there is no config file for this mod, so you cannot customize how many tools or armor or items you keep on death, which would be something nice to see in the future, but there's no config at the moment. And lastly, I did test this mod with the Gravestone mod, although there's a few different ones, but I only saw one update to 1.7 at the moment. But what happened was when I died, all the items went into the Gravestone and I kept none on death. So it may not work this way for all Gravestone mods, but just keep that in mind if you planned on using both. Another thing I'd like to note is that you can kind of manipulate this system a bit if you're careful on what you bring. For example, if this was my only weapon, I didn't have this sword and bow, I'd always keep this on death. So I could make sure I always keep my really good sword on death, and the same could be true for a pickaxe. Can't really do it for a full set of armor, but if you wore one really protective part, you could ensure you kept it. Or if you just had only 5 items with you, like a sword and full armor, you'd keep them all on death, but you have to be careful of not picking up any things. Anyway, I think that's all for this mod spotlight. Personally, I think it's a great mod if you want to keep some items on death, kind of like vanilla does it, without using keep inventory. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this mod spotlight. Until next time, goodbye.